Marshall D. Teach, better known as Blackbeard, is a biological anomaly that breaks every rule in the One Piece world. And I'm about to prove it to you. With that trashy B-movie pirate vibe, missing half his teeth and a laugh that sounds like a broken-down engine, the famous The anime made sure to let us know right away that there was something seriously wrong with this guy. Luffy and Zoro were the first to call it out back in Jaya, dropping that one line that still haunts Reddit theory threads to this day. It's not him. It's them. At the time, we thought they were just being poetic. But in One Piece, when Luffy gets serious, you'd better take notes. But the most bizarre detail was confirmed by our legendary God Buggy during the Paramount War. Teach has never slept a single day in his life. Man, just imagine this guy's morning breath after 40 years of no brushing and no shut-eye. Now, for real, have you ever stopped to think about what this actually means for the balance of power on the seas? What happens when a man has 24 hours a day, every single day, to plot the downfall of the world, while everyone else is vulnerable and drooling on their pillows? I'll tell you, most people look at Blackbeard and see a villain who just got lucky. The guy who always shows up at the end of the party to eat the last slice of cake. But the truth is, Teach is the most dangerous strategist to ever sail. Let's use a metaphor. Imagine your brain is a military headquarters. For any normal human, that HQ needs to shut its doors for maintenance every night. That's when your defenses go down and the mind interns go to rest. But Teach doesn't have that weakness. He thrives in chaos because his mind never switches off. There's a heavy theory that in One Piece, sleep is when a person's will recharges. If Teach doesn't sleep, he's in a state of eternal vigil, carrying a will the size of a sea king, analyzing his journey. The strange body mystery mentioned by Marco the Phoenix becomes the centerpiece here. During the War of the Best, Blackbeard did the impossible. He stole Whitebeard's fruit despite already having his own. Everyone knows the rule. You eat 2 fruits, you explode, and turn into charcoal. When everyone was in shock, Marco said, "Teach is different. His body structure is abnormal." And this is where we dive into the theories that keep fans awake at night too. We've got the parasitic twins theory, the idea that Teach absorbed his siblings in the womb and now has 3 people in one body. This would explain why he never sleeps. While one personality naps, the other takes the wheel. Then there's the Cerberus model theory, that he ate a 3-headed mythical Zoan before anything else. And my personal favorite, the Dark Bloodline theory, that he belongs to a special race, like a buffed-up Buccaneer, that simply doesn't require sleep. An evolutionary advantage that would make any college student during finals week jealous. This fact gave him a razor-sharp mind. He saw cracks in the world government and in Whitebeard's crew that nobody else noticed, simply because he was awake taking notes, while the rest of the world let their guard down. Teach's psychology is based on survival, and the kind of patience you'd see in a Buddhist monk. A very evil Buddhist monk, obviously. He spent decades as a premium extra on Whitebeard's ship, just waiting for his moment. The guy is hardcore to the bone. And now we have the weight of the D. While Luffy is about freedom through smiles and being hungry 5 minutes after eating, Teach is about freedom through absolute dominion. For him, being free means not depending on anything, not even basic biological needs. But this rebellion against biology comes at a high price. His irritability, those sudden pain attacks, where he rolls on the ground, and that hunger that looks like he wants to eat the entire menu. Those are the reflections of an engine that's always redlining. He's burning through his own life force to stay 2 steps ahead of destiny. We often debate whether he's a genius or a coward who runs when things get heated against Shanks or Akainu. The reality? He's pragmatic. He doesn't want an epic fair fight. He wants to win. Fear is his fuel. The fear that the dawn of the world, the event that poneglyphs predict, will arrive before he has the ancient weapons in his hands. In the end, the final war will be a clash of philosophies. On one side, Joy Boy, the sun that wakes the world. On the other, Blackbeard, the man who never slept and knows the darkness better than anyone. There's a terrifying determination in him that we, as fans, have to respect. He traded the comfort of a good night's sleep for a place in history that will never be erased. Marshall D. Teach is still out there, eyes wide open, waiting for you to drop your guard. Are you ready for what happens when the sun and the moon finally face off? The sea is restless, and the secrets of the Void Century are fresh out of the oven. Don't ignore the shadows, because that's where the guy who doesn't sleep is planning your end. Subscribe to Joy Boy Legacy, because every week we bring you the most hardcore One Piece theories. Thanks for watching, and Zehaha.